Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We're going to talk about Andre Cronje and Fantom. And Fantom has some very good proposals, mainly for developers, but it will impact users as well. Well, not just users, but investors as well, because I think these will actually help grow the ecosystem. Now, most people like large token burns because they reduce the supply of tokens and make it very, very deflationary. But I've always been kind of against that because I think you want more of a stable supply. Fantom and Andre Cronje, first of all, Cronje's signed on to Fantom for an extended amount of time now. So that's good. So he won't be randomly leaving and disappearing, hopefully. I think he is signed on to be like on the advisory board, and he's going to be working with Fantom very, very closely. So he accepted a position as a board member for both Fantom Foundation and Fantom Operations, which oversee the namesake directed acrylic graph ecosystem, or DAG ecosystem. They have several objectives over the next 12 months. There is a letter on andrecronje.medium.com, and there's several goals that they actually list out. The planned core goals are gas monetization. This allows for revenue share for dApps and based on gas use, similar to YouTube, Twitch creator revenue, which will allow for long-term sustainable income for strong dApp teams. So the thing is, they're going to reduce gas burn by 75%. Some people may not like that, but I think paying it to the developers is actually a better deal than just burning it. Paying it to the developers actually lets them develop applications while sustaining their team. And any project right now is the value of any project right now is going to be based on the applications, DeFi, NFTs, etc., on their ecosystem. And I think Fantom incentivizing it like this is definitely a good deal. And I think other projects should actually learn from them because I do think this is the right way to actually go about tokenomics, because it's not just about like burning your entire supply. That's just a game of hot potato. But it's also about using that to incentivize development and activity on your ecosystem. And I think they're doing this the right way. There's also gas subsidies, and that's going to allow for dApp integration without a wallet needing to pay gas fees itself. Smoother onboarding. Users don't need to have or know about FTM. Account abstraction. We will no longer differentiate between contract and EOA accounts. Everything will become a contract, okay? Contracts can initiate transactions and pay for gas. An EOA simply becomes an authority allowed to instruct the contract to initiate an action. This means an EOA can become an email address and password, social authenticator, Face ID, etc., further allowing for social recovery and overall better dApp experience. Very, very good. Economic abstraction for gas fees allows fees to be paid in tokens other than FTM. This is dependent on account abstraction. So that's very good as well. And new middleware. They're also going to be concentrating on the EVM. As most are familiar with, this has been our greatest focus. The EVM is still our primary bottleneck, and being able to unlock this will allow us to reach towards the physical limitations of hardware. So they're going to try to work with EVM and push those limitations. Performance engineering will keep optimizing until we hit hardware limit through output using the tools that Bernard's team and others have been developing. And then we have documentation and training. We'll have he did things on funding and business development. But the main thing I think here that people need to understand is this gas monetization. That's going to be very, very huge. And I think some people, like I said, are going to be upset, and I think they're wrong, about them actually reducing the gas burn. But it's not just about reducing the supply. It is about getting people to actually develop on your ecosystem. And that's actually more important than reducing the supply by a lot, because you need people to actually use your ecosystem for your ecosystem to be worth anything. So I think this is a very, very ambitious plan by Fantom. I think it's very well thought out. And despite what I've thought about Andre Cronje in the past, I think he's laid out a pretty good plan. And so Fantom will be one of those coins that I will actually be watching. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.